mandatory orientation for external agency funds fiscal year 19. Here is our agenda for the day. We have introductions of those of us that will be presenting. We'll review the strategic goals. Then a general overview of the application process. At the orientation, there will be some questions that you will need to respond to by sending an email to EAF@LocalKY. Throughout the session, you will hear us speak of EAF. This is for external agency funding. I'm Connie Deering, and I am the grant coordinator for the External Agency Fund Services.
Arnett. I'm the coordinator of the Office of Youth Development and the EAF Youth Grants Coordinator.
And I'm Audrey Cutton with the Economic Development, and I am the EAF Arts and Creative Industries Coordinator.
Please, this mandatory orientation and/or submitting an application does not guarantee that EAF funding will be available. Office of Resilience and Community Services strategic goals for this year are ending homelessness, improve financial stability, increase youth, teen, and/or young adult engagement in quality programming, increase access to services and resources for a targeted population.
The strategic goals for arts and creative industries are to build opportunities for the arts and creative industries through initiatives that expand economic development strategies through the arts and creative industries, for creative placemaking and arts-based programs in neighborhoods that have experienced disinvestment, and to expand opportunities for citizens to access and engage with visual, performing, and other arts experiences.
Review the strategic goals for this year. Let's talk about the fiscal year 19 EAF application process. We will accept applications via the online survey until Friday, February 9th, 2018 at 5 p.m. from qualified nonprofits that are committed to providing services that achieve meaningful outcomes for Metro citizens in the following service categories. For the Resilience and Community Services EAF applications, those categories are workforce development/job training, housing, health, outcome quality programming for youth, teens, and/or young adults. These services must also fall within the Office of Resilience and Community Services strategic goals.
And for the creative industries, qualified nonprofits should be committed to providing services that achieve meaningful outcomes for most citizens in the arts and creative industries, including economic development initiatives related to arts and creative industries, placemaking and arts-based programs in neighborhoods that have experienced disinvestment, opportunities for citizens to access and engage with arts experiences. Services must also fall within Louisville Metro Strategic Plan Goal number 14 to build opportunities for the arts and creative industry.
For the agency requirements, Metro government does not fund health organizations, check centers, support groups, or startups. Must be registered and in good standing with the Kentucky Secretary of State, registered and in good standing with Jefferson County Revenue Commission, must an IRS 501c3 tax-exempt organization, and be in good standing with all departments of Louisville Metro government, which include Neighborhood Development Funding, also known as NDF, Safe Healthy Neighborhoods, Agency Fund Youth, External Agency Fund Arts and Creative Industries, and Department. Service must be provided in Jefferson County.
All combined funding from Metro EAF cannot exceed 25% of the applicant's organization or the applicant/organization's total cash budget. This means that if an agency is requesting funding from multiple departments, such as the Health Department, Office of Resilience and Community Services, and Arts and Creative Industries, and Metro Council's Neighborhood Development Funds, the total amount of funding that you are requesting cannot exceed 25% of the agency's total cash budget.
A few examples of the allowable costs using federal dollars. A list of the examples can be found at the EAF website at www.globalky.gov/EAF. Dollars cannot be used for agency program start costs, cash incentives, capital expenses, consultant fees, food services other than after-school snacks are acceptable, funding expenses, internet costs, lobbying, membership dues, religious activities, sales tax, or vehicle purchases. A complete list can be found in the guidelines.
So, what are we looking for in these applications? Some of the things that we'll be looking for is, does your program that you're requesting for further the strategic goals for the Office of Resilience and Community Services or for Arts and Creative Industries? Is this or program that you want to offer working collaboratively with other nonprofits or with us in our community? The program you are requesting funding for serve clients in Jefferson County? The program you're requesting funding for has measurable outcomes. This is extremely important this year for Metro government. We are looking for programs that have measurable outcomes, and we want to know how you are going to measure those outcomes, as well as how are you currently measuring outcomes for the program that you are requesting funding for. So, class, you go to www.louisville.gov/EAF. You can have a link for the applications, and you can download a copy of the guidelines, and there are also some other important documents there that you may want to download. Please know that when you go to www.louisvilleky.EAF, you will find two different types of applications. The first application will be for the Office of Resilience and Community Services, and the other one will be for Arts and Creative Industries. There will be a separate guide for each of the applications because the applications are different. You can only apply for one program per application. You submit multiple applications. In order to submit multiple applications, you'll need to send an email to eaf@louisvilleky.gov to receive an additional link. Let us know how many links you need and what type of application you are submitting the application for. Because if you want to submit applications to Arts and Creative Industries, we don't want to send you additional links to the Office of Resilience and Community Services and vice versa. So please be very specific when you request your additional links so that we will know exactly what type of links and how many to send to you. And remember, follow the instructions in the guidelines. The guidelines have step-by-step instructions for how to complete the application. So it is very important that you download and read and follow the guidelines. Applications will be reviewed by a panel of community members who will use a rubric to score key areas. Those areas will include two different components. The first one is a review threshold with completed application. In the online survey, you do not hit submit at the end of the application. It will not have the word complete written on it when we download it. You must have viewed this orientation and send the questions to the answers to the questions to the email so that we can have confirmation that you have viewed this orientation. And you must have organizational compliance. With that, your organization, your agency must be in compliance with the areas that were mentioned before, such as the Kentucky Secretary of State, the Louisville Jefferson County Revenue Commission, and all departments of Louisville Metro government. Separate scoring components will be program description, outcomes, budget information, collection, and sustainability. We're very interested in knowing how you plan to sustain this program after the funding has ended.
The deadline for filing applications is Friday, February the 9th, 2018 at 5 p.m. For questions and additional information, send all inquiries to ef@louisvilleky.gov.
You have completed viewing the mandatory orientation, you will need to answer the questions listed below and send your answers in an email to eaf@louisvilleky.gov. The first thing will be for you to simply type your name and the agency that you are representing so your agency can get credit for having viewed this mandatory orientation. That will help you to stay in compliance as a part of the review that we'll be doing. The question is, deadline for all applications to be submitted. Third, how do you link for the online application? The question is, what type of grant are you applying for? Please answer all 4 questions and send them in an email to eaf@louisvilleky.gov. Your interest in the EAF application process. If you have any questions, please email to eaf@louisvilleky.gov.